who would like to tell us what happened last time in Dark Zone?
We went on a shopping trip.
Yeah,
That did happen.
among other things. That is the most important thing, though.
We opened on a shopping trip montage, in which normal clothes were bought by all, fancy dresses were bought
But
by
okay.
Strasza. Strasza bought a fancy dress, and so did Faldir. Faldir bought a fancy
Yes,
dress.
he did.
It's true.
He did.
He did.
Yep.
Just in case.
Now I want a drag show with Baldur in it. Carry on.
Well,
Cool.
I'll tell you all before that
Milo.
happens. So,
Milo bought matching sort of kind of masks and a cloak with a hood. And then we went to an arena that Milo knew all about, but everything was very misunderstood. And so we went to the arena to enter in for a certain game, but that was not available, and then we ended... Anyway, so we did some talking. Faldir did the talking. Some surprises were
For once
had.
a mistake.
Yeah, surprises were had, and it ended up that Milo is now like in the runner-up tourney by himself.
Yeah.
And so now the second mask, I guess, fuck that, right? Like, what a waste of money. But
You wear them both. That's the real key.
yeah.
You
Eyes
put
in
one on the
my
back
head.
of your head. Yeah, exactly.
which way am I looking? You
like
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, you can't tell. The beast with two fronts. Yeah, so there was a little bit of a panic attack, and then we went to the Warrens, which was good. Faldir, we went there just to kind of keep Faldir company. He had a talk with Slitch. And we were definitely going to learn about that, but then we went back to the tavern where he was going to tell us to find a little Josie hanging out there. So we talk with Josie about very sensitive things. We reveal a lot, like that we're going to murder a sorcerer
Like
king.
all of it.
Yeah, like the entire plan. Like, we're working with Dawn's Light. We're going to kill the sorcerer king.
Yeah.
To be fair, we didn't say Dawn's Light. She
We
actually
did. She
figured that
she
out.
inferred. She inferred Dawn's Light. But she was spot on, and we were like, yeah, well, yeah. And then in exchange, she was like, yeah, Anika's in town, looking for you, and spoke to Lear about something. She's looking for a defiler, is what she said. Not looking for but a defiler. God damn it, music, don't come through this. All right, looking for a defiler. So that was fine. We also found out that she's a tooth cutter. Iron Rat, other one. She's an Iron Rat.
Mhm.
And so that was cool. Valdir sussed that one out. So good job reasserting the smartness. And we're like, well, hey, we want to ally with you guys too. Really, we want to just scoop up all of you as allies. So how do we make that happen with you? And she told us about a spooky haunted house where there's maybe wine that the tooth cutters almost got, and they all never came out of it. Now the Iron Rats are like, hey, there's maybe still wine, and so they want us to go get some haunted wine for them. We also found out, and this was from Slitch, that we found out later from Faldir, about a giant secession from the European Union that the tooth cutters want us to kill. We don't know that it's giant, but it's a Brexit that is of a size. Milo recounted a little bit about them, and the tooth cutters want it dead. Tooth kittens want it dead because the those little defiler the crypt no. Yeah, those guys, the little halflings. Yeah, the ruined creepers. That's the one.
Mhm.
The halfling guys, they've got it. They've got it somewhere. They got it. We don't know where or how they've got it, but they got it. And that's probably not great. They're gonna release it in the town or something like that, in the market, and fuck up the tooth cutters deal. So they want us to go murder it. And we're like, well, what if we, instead of murder it, what if we just take it and give it to someone? And they're like, all right, but then you got to fix the fight for us. And so it's like, oh, okay. They're like, oh, that's cool. We'll leave you to deal with that, Valdir. Well, we go, Milo and Tressa talk to House Lear. So as we wisely often do, Milo and Shrasa went to negotiate.
Yeah.
Fathalia was there. We got to Fathalia, and he super cock-blocked a bunch of stuff. Milo did some shrewd negotiations that also didn't work. But eventually he was like, all right, I could give a message. The message can't be just come talk to us, apparently. So gave
Well,
a really
it can be,
cool
but it's not that
encoded-
useful.
It's not great. Milo gave a really cool encoded message.
It's useful for
Um,
someone.
Yeah.
It was super dope. Really encoded, really sneaky, really stealthy. Also gave out our home address in the process.
Mhm.
And gave finger guns to Thalia as I walked away. So Faldir was upset about it. Shasa was like, yeah, that's probably bad. But then Milo won the argument with logic.
Did he?
Pure logic. I remember there being a lot of logic.
That would happen.
Everyone going, you know what, Milo, you're right. That's a really good point. You did the right thing.
I don't remember that. I feel like I would remember saying that.
I don't see you're not recounting the episode. I am.
So,
once
my
once we
reality
all
exists and not yours.
yeah, I'm the.
I
history's
weave
written by
the
victors.
truth now.
History is written by the victors, and I seem to recall winning that argument. So
Make sure you throw in the part where we win the game.
All right.
yeah, well, once everyone fully agreed that Milo was infallibly correct in what he did and his actions
Yeah.
and his logic, we then decided, well, all right, so there's maybe an assassin person coming to kill, really just Baldir, maybe not. Either way, let's go to the spooky house. Because it's, what else are we gonna do? It's still we're burning daylight here. So we went to the spooky house during the day. Milo got a headache.
Yep.
There's a bunch of screaming,
Mhm.
and that kind of hurt the brain of Milo. And then again, flawless logic prevailed of, well, what if we just go in, where there were party members who thought, well, maybe we should learn more, and then yeah, but what if we just went in though?
And that's what we
And then
did.
we decide. And then we decide we're gonna bust in because busting makes me feel good.
I once played a character in a Stars Outnumbered game where he was a retired space cop, and that was his because he loved busting punks, and so that was regularly played.
Bustin'. Nice.
He was awesome.
And that's where we are. We're busting.
All right. Well, would anybody like to add anything to that flawless description?
I
This. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say that we know Anika was chatting with the Templar. We learned that at the very beginning, and she paid him some money.
Technically, we don't know
And-
that.
No, we didn't learn that. Yeah, that
I
was
meant like we as players know that.
We the People. Okay.
Yeah, we the people. Because it was a cutscene and shit. Let's see. I think that's all I wanted to add.
My name is now Mortis the Brick. Also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and we can go fix the fight before the fight happens if we want to do that.
Technically, that has to happen today, right? Because he said.
Yeah.
The night before, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's bribe who gets drawn to face me or something.
I like these notes. Line 1, Milo has a meltdown. Line 2, I redistribute the wealth. Okay. Good job.
Oh yeah, and also like
I got-
it was like a very small amount of coin put up
Yeah.
in exchange for Milo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that too.
A very-
It was like
28 ceramic because
28.
it's all Faldir had.
That's all I had. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody had
And
mentioned.
Rather than being like, oh, well, maybe we'll come back in a little bit. He was like, yeah, I'll just gamble my buddy's life on 28 ceramic. Sounds good.
What are the
He's
odds
a
Milo loses a
slave.
one-on-one fight? I mean, when has that ever always
Never.
happened in the past? Literally every time.
Yeah, but statistically speaking, you're more likely to win this one.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That's how statistics work.
That's true.
I don't know that that's always how statistics work.
There's one thing I know, it's statistics.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The other thing I was going to add is that this house that we're going to into actually used to belong to the Iron Rats, which you did not mention.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing.
All right. Well, first of all, Dan, Congratulations. Feel it. That's you, buddy.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
I know
The
it.
best around.
Lyrics are talking to me, and I'm saying I know
That's
it.
right.
I know I am.
Mhm.
I know that already. It's old news.
Alright. There is no pain in this dojo. Anyway. So go ahead and give yourself 1 point of inspiration.
Hey.
And of course, the question that is always on everyone's mind. What day is it?
Pixie, the 20th of Haze.
Alright. And as per usual, I have to check to see if you're right.
She is.
She's
This time.
this time. I thought about being really cruel and just asking Sean, and if he got it right, he gets it, and if he doesn't get it right, no one gets it. But my mercy, which I'm known for, is boundless.
Mm-hmm.
So what day did you say it was?
The 20th of Haze, which I believe is Pixie.
That is correct.
Okay.
All right. It is indeed the 20th of Haze. And it is indeed Pixie. So now, once more, we will part the veil of reality. And we shall descend into the world of Athos. Into the world of Darkseid. Sorry, I was really confused. I was looking at my songs, and one of them is called Withering Embryo, and I was like, what is that? But I'll figure it out later.
What does that mean?
It can't be good. I'm just gonna put it in the not good songs. I'm gonna say that song probably plays when bad things are happening.
I don't know. It's probably really like very Summerfield to
Yeah. So, you guys enter in to this abandoned wine cellar. You see that there was blood stains on the front of it. And then you can see several corpses. A small light on a table has been lit, and it flickers, illuminating the room, the small room that you've entered in. There are 3 corpses, all 3 of them in varying states of decay. The one nearest the back is basically not but a skeletal frame at this point. The other 2 are still decaying, the spell of necrosis filling your nose. What would you guys like to do?
Do we see casks of wine anywhere nearby?
You do not.
Do we see the door light I saw through the window?
Yeah, you see a small light that's a lamp that seems to be lit on a table nearby. You feel a cold chill as you stand inside of the room itself. Looking around, you can see that there's a small sort of counter area. You can see there are places where there were probably documents and such that were maintained. A couple of them still remain, but many of them are brittle and are mostly dust at this point. Be it bugs or something may have eaten away at them, or whatever the case may be. You can see that this appears to be sort of like almost like roughly like a storefront, or maybe not quite a storefront, maybe like this sort of like is the shipping area. This is the entrance to a place.
And there is a door leading to another room.
Yes.
I believe. Right?
There's a door that leads to another room.
And that's where I heard the stuff.
Well,
emanating
you
from.
just heard it coming from inside of the actual building itself. You didn't have a specific location.
Ah. I thought did I not see light coming from under the door? Remember something about this door.
I don't remember that, but
All right. Either way, this door looks suspicious. Let's fuck it up.
yeah.
I don't see. Something's down here. The lantern is it like a hand lantern that's lit?
No.
No. Balls.
It's like a small little lamp that just would be bright enough just to like, if it was to like read something, not something to really light your way in any meaningful capacity.
All right. I've got 2 torches. I'm gonna take one out. Use the lantern to light it.
Okay.
Now, do we see? Do a bunch of casks materialize?
No.
No.
But
Okay.
you can see that the door, it's sort of behind the desk that you can see, is slightly creaked open.
Well, perhaps through here.
Alright. Just be careful.
Yes, be ready. I'll head for the door. Is there like a desk in the way of it, or just?
Yeah, you can walk around it though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do that. Walk around it and.
Yes, this indeed does follow. And you can see a small room that's largely just stone. It's unadorned, though you can see against the wall there is another skeleton that's hunched up against it, and you can see an old stain on the wall. It's like a splatter at around head's height. It's slowly skitters down to where the skeleton now lies. And on the floor you can see a small cellar door that would lead to underground.
Let's go.
Well,
And a big neon sign that says "Adventure down here."
spooky things. Well, we couldn't find the wine. Let's
Shit,
leave.
I don't know.
All right, I'll lift up the cellar door hatch, open it.
All right.
Gonna look down with the.
So, what is your marching order?
Me first.
Sure.
Me middle.
Me last.
Okay. Let me go ahead and try and find the map. That's not it. This is it. Let me make sure it's appropriately dark. Alright. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what your little light, your little torch can see as you make your way down the stairs. It's only one floor, by the way. I know this staircase makes it suggest that there are multiple,
Sure.
but
Okay. This is all I can see. I'll move forward with the torch held in front.
yeah.
Aloft.
Yeah, and you can see that what you're standing in front of seems to be a large cask. Along there seems to be a wall. And you can see an extension all the way to the other wall.
I think we started to find the wine.
Looks like it.
Gonna kind of thump on the cask gently just to hear it echo. see if it's like full or empty.
Yeah, it sounds like there might be something in there.
Okay.
But it doesn't sound full.
Okay.
Not like 100%, but it sounds like there's something in there. It's not completely hollow.
Stay close.
Milo, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Regular or advantaged hearingly?
Regular.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Nothing
Cool.
bad happens.
That's good.
No, never.
Phew. I detected
In this
goodness. Let's
But as you
when
begin
it
to move
start-
forward,
Okay.
back here. This crate that you can see hurls towards you. And let me see here.
Uh-oh.
What is it? It's +4 to hit. Yeah, it hits.
That hits.
So,
That's okay. It might break the crate.
Yeah. So that is a critical hit.
Use that again. You'll run out of things eventually, Poltergeist.
So it does hit. And it does double damage
Damn it,
since it
Dennis.
crits.
How the fuck?
Alright. So you take 9 points of damage as this crate slams into you and shatters against your chest.
Ugh. Who threw that? Go over here. Wave the torch around.
Yeah.
Wait.
So, yeah, as you wave the torch around, you guys can see a little better. You can see this is an actual, like, table. You guys can kind of see something like this.
Oh no, the wine. Or blood.
Yeah, it's probably no big deal.
Probably wine. Definitely wine.
Well, that's worse. If it was blood, it's fine, but wine is the job. Dang it. Okay, so we see these skeletons.
Yeah. Barrels and crates.
Hmm.
Did either of you hear anything? Where'd that come from?
I didn't hear anything.
That really hurt.
You got smacked in the face with a flying crate.
Yes.
Perhaps we should get the cask and leave.
Which cask? There's another one over there. Are these little things? Are these just like little barrels, or are they
They're
like?
small barrels.
It's these small barrels. I go up to one and kick it gently.
Yeah, that one falls over as it seems to be empty.
Shit. Kick this next one.
It one waddles a little bit as it's got a little bit at the bottom.
Got something in it.
So at this point, Faldir, you and Trassa, go ahead and roll me some perception checks.
Do better than I.
Mm.
Succeed where I have failed.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Well,
Didn't happen.
Pulling up the character sheet. Gonna roll a perception. There it is.
All right. So you guys see the trap, and you disarm it. No,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
Perfect.
Instead, suddenly, Trassa, you can experience something.
Okay.
something
Cool.
spooky.
Great. I'm glad.
Something pleasant, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
always.
You get the bless spell is cast upon you.
So you hear that in your ears,
Okay.
and roll me a charisma check.
Good. My favorite. Yeah.
Oh god damn! All right, so at this point,
Oh,
I felt that coming.
well,
oh.
nothing bad happens.
Tressa is really not feeling charismatic this evening.
Nothing bad happens to me.
She didn't make herself up yesterday.
But
No.
you
Have the
feel
improved. Yeah.
this force into your chest hurl you backwards
Whee.
and slam you into the wall. And
Good.
do you just
That's
just take the damage?
I don't know. Do I?
Yeah,
No.
you do.
Can I do acrobatics or some
No.
shit?
You just enjoy.
I do
You're-
a barrel
You just
roll.
take
You're a ghost
12
now.
points of
Yeah.
damage as you are slammed into the back of this wall with this.
Okay. Cool. I like it.
Okay. Under this circumstance, Faldir is going to hobble on over here and start trying to go through barrels to find out which one has.
One hand.
With one hand. Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
knock.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
You got your cane and you're just hitting things.
Thumping it with the cane. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What, are you okay? I'm gonna run to Strasse.
Yeah, I'm fine. The fuck was that?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything.
I heard somebody yell.
It wasn't me. I didn't hear it. I probably would have heard it.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
hear very
You
good.
should focus on the task at hand.
I'm gonna hop up.
Yeah.
I loop around this
I
way.
like the image of Milo, like he's gently like stroking back a strand of her hair. And Faldir's just like, ah!
Like,
He's just Yoda style with the glimmer stick.
Yeah.
Just...
Faldir's being held upside down by his ankles. by
Yeah,
an
no.
invisible being shaking him.
No, like they have this whole comforting moment like over there, and then in the background, Father's just being thrown around the room. Like,
So, Faldir.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna enjoy this, whatever it is.
Well, you rolled so well. How could you not?
Dennis is like, but I am, and that's the point.
No, yeah, that's 100% the point. You see, as you begin to thump the barrels, you suddenly see a man appear in front of you. You can see that he's wearing loose garb, and you can see he has weapons at his sides, a shield on his back, but he's not fully there. Clearly, he's almost like a mirage to look at him. Like, whenever you gaze off into the distance and you see that heat wave, is what it feels like as you look into this man, and he shouts in your face, "Leave now!" And he's gonna reach out and touch you.
Bro, chill.
And age me a million years.
Well, you don't know that. No, he's much worse than that, by the way. But
Oh, good. That's good.
That would be fucking cool, though.
um,
That would be so cool if you suddenly became an old man. That would add to your mythos so well.
so does that hit?
It does, yes.
Okay.
Make
Yeah,
sure
then
I'm
Anika
talking.
wouldn't know who she was looking for because
Yeah.
I'd be an old man.
So you take
No.
so you're gonna take 10 points of necrotic damage,
Oh, that's my favorite kind
and
of
roll a
damage.
Constitution saving throw, please.
That's my best save.
Okay, good job. The Constitution saving throw was 10. So your maximum hit points.
I don't want to know what it does if it's that low.
Your maximum hit points are fine.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, okay. No, I'm not gonna ask a question. I have one, but I'm not gonna ask it yet because it doesn't matter. Continue.
All right. You guys do anything?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, initiative is probably gonna need to happen. I'm gonna hit
Oh,
it.
okay.
I'm gonna hit it real
Oh,
good.
okay. That's what you guys want to do? All right.
Hit it real good. Then
I'm kind of curious as to how you intend on hitting this incorporeal being, but we'll see how it goes.
Probably well.
I don't know that it's incorporated. It's a weird mirage person, alright? Weird freaking mirage person.
the Maria.
It's a goddamn mirage.
All right. One second.
Good work, everybody.
Yeah, you guys.
Solid
you guys all
performance all
succeed.
around. Nice 2 there, Sean.
All right. So
Go! Stop.
that's right. Mhm. Indeed.
You watch. I'm gonna take one swing. It's gonna crumple and die. It's just an old man in a mask. Haven't you ever seen Scooby Doo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Get out of
So
here.
Strasza.
Hey, I'm a kind of zip over here. Can I like stand on this crate or like sort of next
Yeah,
to
roll
it?
me an acrobatics check.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing.
You fall.
Yeah, you're fine. You're able to
Ooh.
hop on top of that crate.
All right, and I'm gonna try and hit him and see what happens.
Okay.
Probably gonna regret this. No,
No, that's not going to hit him. That's insufficient.
I'm gonna try again. No.
Also insufficient.
Keep increasing one at a time. Eventually. So Aaron, I was kidding though.
So his AC is 12. So 10 out of 10.
You're almost there.
Next round.
Okay. Need to screenshot that. Hold on. Okay, carry on.
Next round, you'll get to 12. Yeah, he'll be there.
That was amazing.
So, anyway, so he doesn't really care for your nonsense. So, being that it's his turn,
Wait.
he's gonna reach out and touch Strasza.
Oh, good. That's good. Wants to be my
But he's
friend.
not gonna hit you.
Nope.
Ooh. Breaks his finger.
Correct. However, you suddenly feel the crate you're standing on become immensely unstable. And then it's pulled out from under you. Roll me an acrobatics check to see if you fall prone. Okay.
Yep, sure
so
do.
you're prone. So this is going to be an advantage. As the crate is smashed on top of you.
Good. That's good.
Does 17 hit?
Barely, yeah.
It's not too big. Don't worry about it. 6 damage.
Oh, okay.
You guys are doing great. This is the easy encounter. Milo!
Are these barrels here?
Yeah.
Or whatever these are they in my way?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are. I'm gonna go. Is this impassable right here?
You can try. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna go. I want to get and hit. I want to hit him. I want to hit this gentleman here.
Who's
I will
gentleman.
say that you can
Wait.
try to squeeze into there, but you'll have disadvantage on your attack.
No, wait. I have an idea.
Okay.
No, here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Now this barrel right here, I recall from my investigation earlier, is empty.
Yes, that's correct.
So I'm gonna fucking bat that shit out of my goddamn
Yeah,
way.
it fucking clobbers Strasza.
Yeah, that's fine. It's empty. It's light.
You
You're
knock it aside and it tumbles off.
Yeah.
Bumps against the
Yeah.
wall.
And now, oh, by the way, I would have dropped my torch like over here where I was.
Yeah.
Now I will whack him. Keep him whacking with the
Alright, that does hit. Alright, so you do 5 points of damage.
And then another one.
That also hits.
Yeah.
Look at that, another 8.
Oh yeah, I assumed it was implied, but I am both advantage, reckless raging
Yeah.
all over him.
That's no problem.
That's my gimmick.
That's no problem.
Cool. And that's my
So,
that's my
Falder.
deal.
Use your poison.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll work real well on this thing that doesn't have a circulatory system or a respiratory system.
Rock salt. Sprinkle rock salt on him.
Yeah.
Do the meme guy thing. Do this thing.
I sprinkle a circle of salt around him.
Faldir is Salt Bay.
Salt Bay.
I hate you both so much right now. I mean, I guess I'm gonna swing at him with my dagger, seeing that Milo's attack worked to some extent.
Yeah, that was great.
No, this is fantastic. This is all standard.
Okay. Can you break your weapon on a ghost? How does that
So
happen?
you thrust at the ghost. It passes
I'm not
through it,
surprised by
and
any
you
of
bury it
this.
into a barrel and pull it back with a snap as the obsidian cracks. God, you guys are the
Sweet,
best heroes.
sweet.
Like you guys,
The Thunderblade rides again.
Alright.
you guys are basically the Avengers.
I get up.
Basically.
All right.
We're like the Minnesota Avengers or whatever,
And-
Michigan Avengers.
I'm gonna try and hit him again.
That time you do hit him. Good job. And you do 7 points of damage. Good job.
And I'm gonna hit him again.
That's also a hit. So, whenever you saw Milo from the ground, whenever you saw Milo striking this creature, you saw that it was passing through it almost. There was some resistance, but it was it wasn't like cutting through flesh. It wasn't like whenever Milo normally hits things. But for you, whenever you strike it, it feels as solid as the master that you murdered. It is. No, it feels as solid as anything you have struck. Your blows land with permanence in a ways that Milo's do not. And you see this creature dissipate and go poof.
And they poof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is everyone okay?
And right as Milo says that, Milo, a friend appears directly behind you. Boop.
Ah, he's back.
And you can see that this is a different one. And it reaches out and touches you.
In a friendly manner, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes. Caresses me.
And I assume an 18 hits.
The 18 does just hit.
Okay. For 6 points of damage. And go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. You succeed.
Hell yeah.
Worse things do not happen to you.
That's good. And does that mean my turn?
It does.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn around now, and I'm gonna hit this little gentleman.
Yeah.
Much the way I hit his little
Yeah,
friend.
you hit him. 100%. Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Quality.
I'm gonna do that. Do it some more.
Also quality.
Couple times there.
Look at you.
That'll do it for me then.
All right.
Yeah.
Faldir.
Uh-huh.
I watch.
I swing at it with my one hand.
Slap it.
I rub Shrasha's shoulders. You got this. Do it. You're the champion, Rock. Feed.
There's this image in my head of Faldir in the background desperately trying to carry the cask with one hand and a gimpy leg up.
Yeah, trying to make his getaway.
Oh wait, I have the obsidian dagger that I took out of Cled's throat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stab him with that.
Okay.
Just gonna do that. Some
they're
non-zero
weak to
value
that.
of damage. Yeah.
It's dragon glass.
Okay. So anyway, so that does hit it. And you do 3 damage to it. It does not care for that. Shrasa, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try and punch it.
You succeed.
Nice.
Alright. And this one as well. Dissipates. And now you're out of initiative.
Okay, now I'll go. Is everyone okay? Like ready for the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright.
Yes. Perhaps we should get that cask and get out of here now. Just a thought.
Yeah, you think?
Well, now that we've purged the evil from here, yes.
Mm.
Does the feeling of, us
General
being watched and
creepifiedness?
us being, does that fade?
I would say that it. I won't speak as to your feelings, but I will say that it still feels cold compared to outside at least. And you haven't heard that scream, Milo, that you heard outside.
Oh yeah. There may still be work to be done here.
Yes. Getting a bed.
and,
Get outside.
and leaving.
I retrieve the torch.
Alright. And as you do, let me go ahead. And let me go ahead and brighten your day. Ba-doo. You can see that this wall does come to an end.
There's more over here. These barrels aren't full.
And as you look at the corpses, you can see some of them. You can see one in particular seems to share the same garb of one of the spectral creatures as you saw. You can see there are sconces on the wall. And you can see that there are many barrels and crates lying about.
The sconces have torches in them.
Yes.
Or are they empty?
No, they have torches.
I'm gonna go light one.
Yeah.
Like which? Yeah. Down here, whatever. Light a few of them.
There's one right there. And as you sort of poke your
Valdir runs away into the darkness. No.
yeah, I'll say as you go ahead and look around, you can see there's another one over here. And you can see a table with some stuff on it.
There's a table with stuff on it over here.
Some more corpses. You see another one that you recognize that looks similar to the other ghosts that of which you encountered.
The men we fought are here. Be on your guard. We together gently drag our guys one by one. By one by one.
Okay.
No!
Hey, Valdir!
No, honey! Valdir!
Valdir is very excited.
Valdir sprints.
I recognize what's on the table.
Yeah, it's
Music.
words.
Sheet music.
You can read.
Oh, we found the golden barrel.
You see a giant clay
This must.
cask that seems to be important in some capacity.
I'll light that sconce too, and then go here.
Okay. Yeah. I will say you can drop the torch now as the room is fully lit, assuming that you've lit all the sconces.
Yeah, I'll go around and light them all,
Yeah.
and then this torch is probably done for anyway.
Absolutely. So, what are you guys doing?
I assume Faldir's looking at the papers.
Yeah, I'm disturbing what appears to be someone's study of some sort.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure there's things in the barrel.
I'm gonna go look at these barrels.
Barrel looking. The game.
See if they have stuff in them as well.
So, Strasser, as you begin to inspect these barrels, the potent smell of like vinegar enters your nostrils, and you can see that many of the barrels seem to be cracked and warped. There seems to be that sort of rot to many of them in some capacity. Milo, as you thump this barrel, it sounds full. It's made of clay, but it is clearly not hollow. There's a significant amount of fluid in there. Faldir? One second. Go ahead and roll me a perception check. Do you see the thing I sent you, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I'm not sure if I understand what that means currently.
Well, you'd have to read it. But,
Oh. Oh, okay, I understand now.
good job. So,
I'm sure.
while you're thumbing through the pages that you have before you, you see appear before you. You can see hands, sort of similar to the ethereal ones you saw earlier, grab the stool next to you. All right, and as you watch,
Is it getting ready to throw it at me, or is it?
well, you don't know. You just see them grab it first,
Cage match.
and in one swift motion, being that you didn't do anything.
No! What the hell?
Alright, that's a hit.
It does hit, yes.
Take 3 points of damage as this stool flies by and hits you, Milo, striking you in the
Ow!
back.
I'm just
Whirl
mostly-
around. Valdir, what the hell?
How could I have done that?
He's got a hand. His one hand is holding a book.
What? Are there more of them?
I don't know. It looks like some sort of hands just appeared and then threw that at you.
It hurt very much.
And at this point, Trost, as you turn and see this conversation going on, you see appearing just above the barrel by is Casper. And he says, "Hello."
Looks friendly.
Yeah, he waves. No, doesn't happen. You see a creature, looks like this, roughly. So not pleasant. And she slowly creeps up behind Milo, and she lets out this guttural.
A beautiful song.
Whisper.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
That's good.
So at this point, it's time for some dice rolls to happen. Go ahead and make, what is this? A Constitution saving throw, all you people.
Do we have advantage or anything since our ears are stuffed?
I will say you do.
Yeah.
I will say that being that you put in an effort, which is novel for
Nope,
for you
nope,
guys.
doesn't fucking matter for Shrasa.
You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead now. You're just.
Down goes the healer.
Your head explodes.
I would also posit that maybe it doesn't do it for Milo because he's got super hearing. So putting water things in it, maybe he just has normal hearing now.
Nah, I'll say it does. I'll be nice.
All right.
Let me see here. Where was what I was gonna do? This is important.
It's gone. You weren't actually gonna do that.
Well, Shrasa, you don't have any bones now.
You didn't even mean to make us roll. Yeah, Shrasa's just a puddle now.
It's okay.
And
It's just
Faldir's
like
like,
not having an arm. It's
yeah, no, Shrasa becomes a puddle, and Faldir's like, yes, this is the intended way of the
Yeah,
world.
So-
good. You're on your way.
All right, so Faldir, you
Yep.
take 6 points of damage.
okay.
Shrasa, your hit points drop to 0.
Yep.
Yep.
So you're gonna take a little nap.
Oh, this fucking thing.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about D&D to know what this is. So
I only know it because I don't know much
Along
about
for the ride
D&D.
here.
I've willingly not learned a lot about 5th, but I fought this fucking thing in the other D&D campaign that
I
Dennis
include it in
ran.
all my campaigns because it always really hurts the party.
Yeah, and this exact thing happened. It was like, well, you're out of the fight.
TPK.
All right.
This is the second time, by the way. Shrasa just immediately defends.
Just turns, sees something bad, and falls over. So she kind of whirls around,
So what else is new?
and you can see she's heading towards Faldir. And she seems to have her gaze specifically on the journal that Faldir is holding. So, now would be a premium time for everyone to go ahead and roll initiative. Even Shrasa, though she will not be making death
Yeah, I know.
saves, because she's not in danger of dying. She's just taking a nap.
Sleepy.
That.
Sleepy.
1 second.
Would I get an opportune attack upon this thing, or not so much? Because I was taken unawares.
No, not so much.
I'm faster than you, lady!
Yeah, you're faster than her. Absolutely.
Meep meep.
Ah,
Just go meep meep.
nope.
Wow.
You misheard me.
So-
You misheard me.
Faldi, you've got a journal in one hand, and you sense a cold presence behind you.
I mean, I heard the scream.
Yeah, and it hurt.
Painful ear
It hurt
scream.
real bad.
I turn. I see this entity.
Yeah, it looks mad at you, and it is looking specifically at your journal.
Okay. All right. I put the journal in my pack. I draw a dagger.
This is mine.
This is a book. This is the first book I've gotten since we started this campaign.
I'll let the whole party die for this book. You don't understand.
I will. I will.
So.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah, that's.
All right.
It does not have great AC, but it is higher than 8.
But it's better than that. Yeah. Few things have an AC lower than 8.
That's true.
All right. Well, that's what I do.
So it's your turn now, Milo.
I'm gonna enrageify.
Absolutely.
Scoochy booch over here. And recklessly whack upon it.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's a hit. Those are both hits. You did a great job.
Nope.
Look at you. 14 points of damage, like a boss.
Biff baff.
So, I didn't care for what you just did. So, it's gonna go ahead and try and touch Milo. Because that hurt. It didn't like when you hit it violently like that. I thought that was unnecessary. So it's gonna hit you. Well, let's see if it crits. It does not. So that's good. So you're gonna take just 6 points of necrotic damage as it gives you its corrupting touch. And go ahead and make me some wisdom saving throws, you two.
Wisdom.
Faldir, congratulations. Oh, neither of you guys are afraid of this thing. You guys are like, this is part of the course.
No ghost.
Yeah, I ain't afraid of no
Busted
ghost.
makes me feel good.
That's right. That all checks out.
I am emboldened by this book that I now
Yeah,
have.
you're like, finally, progress. And it is your turn, Faldir.
Something to do at night.
Exactly.
I've been so bored.
Intelligent conversation with an inanimate object.
Yeah, well, it's more intelligent than your friends.
Oh,
So,
hey now. Hey now.
well, Faldir, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna do the thing that I just did, and I'm gonna crit.
Boom.
If only it wasn't a dagger, maybe it would do decent damage. But sadly, it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, roll to see if it breaks. I'll
Sure
say,
it will.
in this case, it doesn't have anything to break on, so it wouldn't break anyway.
Maybe I struck so hard it went to the stone tile and
But
shattered.
it hit Milo.
It hit me, yeah, and shattered on me.
It hits Milo and breaks because Milo is the breaker of weapons.
That's right.
The brick breaker, if you will.
Yeah.
So, Milo, it's your turn, buddy.
Yeah? What? Oh. Well, I'm gonna hit it again.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh,
It has
good.
12 as well, so it's, you know. Look at you, racking up the deeps.
I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, but it was the first
Uh-oh.
swing. Oh, and this
Uh-oh.
may be the day.
However,
It does hurt real
decent
bad,
damage.
though.
Decent damage, and I know it doesn't get multiplied, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do my Holy Smite upon it.
That seems like a good call here.
Okay.
For 10 whatever damage. Paladin
Yeah,
damage.
I will not tell you how much.
Radiant, I think.
Paladin damage.
I will not tell you how much damage this strange smite does. But you feel good about it. Your swatter does not break. I like the fact that you smited because you're like, I might.
In case I don't get another shot at this.
Yeah. I might break it. So, and you see this thing begin to phase a little bit in and out.
A big wallop.
And it's gonna go ahead. It seems quite struggling to maintain corporeal form. Now, what does it do? It definitely didn't like that. Yeah, it is very alienated by this turn of events. By how significant you seem to have harmed it. You get the feeling it's not accustomed to being whacked with swatter so efficiently.
Yeah.
And it's probably not used to paladins, basically. It doesn't know. But it's gonna go ahead and try to touch you. And it will succeed. plus 2. Alright, so it's going to do 9 points of damage. And it is now your turn, Faldir.
So, these prayer beads.
Oh, yeah.
Do I have to touch someone to infer the benefits of the bead?
No.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna break one open and target Shrasa with it.
Absolutely.
Trassa's sleeping form suddenly takes flight.
Yeah, she just hovers above the ground.
She
I
does
feel
a
good about what I
smiteful-
did.
A smiteful
Roll
snore.
me a d20. Bam!
Oh shit!
She becomes a
You're a
god
unicorn. You're a unicorn.
Yes, please.
for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just
I
who
will
you
do
are
that. I will RP that.
That is super weird. Okay.
In a good way or a bad way?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, good. Good. Great.
Every time you tell us not to worry about something,
You worry.
it has this strange effect.
It does
It's-
the opposite.
Me to worry more.
Here's what it is. You become a unicorn centaur, but a reverse centaur, where it's a human's torso and then a horse's upper body and head on top of your human torso. So you just walk upright, but you're very tall. And you've got extra arms and hoofies.
One second.
Dennis is trying to figure out how this works since I just cast like Revivify on her or
You
something.
cast a,
True
you
resurrection.
cast a weird spell that I literally don't know how it works.
I'm looking up reverse centaurs.
What? Oh, I see. One second, I have to read this. This is a 6th level spell, so.
Oh shit.
Ignore the level of the spell. Look at the reverse centaur.
What is.
It's
I
magnificent.
don't care.
You should care. It's very good.
Huh. Huh.
What the hell is happening with this bead? Do you become a unicorn?
Okay.
I really hope
I'll say that
so.
doesn't happen that way. I'll say it happens that way. That makes more sense. Stop this nonsense. So you see Shrassa's eyes open as she turns into a horse again. But you see,
The cameras are gone.
yeah, you see.
God, fuck. There. Okay, carry on.
You see Shrassa's eyes open, and but there is no pupil or iris. They're just white, with a glow resonating from them. She slowly stands up, and in her hands she curls her fingers around what appears to be air, and then you see this two-handed massive hammer in her clutch. Behind her, wings, ethereal, sprout. And she's gonna go ahead and fly on over to here. She twirls the hammer over her head and strikes downward. And hits.
Plus 12.
Jesus
Yeah, I would imagine
Christ.
so.
And I'm not even gonna roll damage. This thing does not have that much HP left.
No, but I
Should've-
wouldn't know how much.
I should have opened with this, clearly.
Jesus.
1 second. It does.
A lot.
Solid damage.
Hold on. Plus. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. No, okay. So ignore that. So it's 46 plus 7. So it does that much. No. 4d6 plus 7. It does that much slashing. I mean, not slashing, bludgeoning. And then it does... Yeah, 5d8.
So 57.
Yeah.
47.
Yeah.
42. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Solid hit. Solid hit.
And this entity lets out one more curdling scream. Her hands gripping at the journal in your backpack. You can feel it be pulled before her hands dissipate.
I immediately shove it back down in my backpack.
Strasza, who is levitating slightly, falls to the ground onto her knees.
I catch her.
Okay, you catch her, and she drapes into your arms, unconscious.
All right, let's get this cask and go.
Nothing weird just happened.
Okie dokie. Got a journal.
This is a regular Thursday for me. Or a regular
Find
troll
out.
for me.
That's really just like, that was just someone's diary. It's just like, dear diary, Jeremy's so cute.
Jeremy is the first ghosty we fought.
Yep. What? Did you see that?
No, I missed it, Milo. Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it was the
did.
fucking weirdest thing I've ever seen, and we've seen some crazy shit, man.
That was incredible. How did she do that?
This is a tough moment for me.
I know.
How do you want to manipulate your party member?
Because on one hand,
I want
On one hand, I could tell the truth. On the other
I
hand,
could convince
could
Milo
not.
I am his god. And
exactly. It was one of the prayer beads, Milo.
Oh. Wow. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was the right one to use. I'm gonna check her and make sure she's still good, just sleepy.
yeah, she's just unconscious.
While he's
Alright.
doing that, I'm going to be poring over this table to see if there's anything else here.
You said I'm gonna be pouring a goblet of wine from the barrel.
You're just sipping. You're just like, this is
Yeah.
good.
This is a good day. Things went well.
Yes, lovely bouquet.
Normally, random tables don't work out in our favor.
I put it in the wine aerator that is nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No.
Yeah, as you pour over the table, you don't find anything else.
Okay. Alright. I start to leave, completely forgetting about the cask because I'm more interested in this journal. And then I realize, right, Milo's still down there as well.
Also, it's getting progressively darker.
Yes. Mhm.
So, I'm gonna ask Dennis: Is this cask to scale?
Yes.
Or does it just look bigger?
No,
because
it's fucking huge.
It's what I've always wanted. Okay. I may have trouble carrying this up the stairs.
Does it still feel unnaturally cold?
No.
Cool. I mean,
Yeah. I'm
Anyway.
with you.
so, I think we've cleared it down here. The iron rats can probably take care of the rest.
You're probably right.
Let's take Strasza and go.
We need to grab one thing first. I'll gently set Strasza down, very gently.
Yeah.
I grab one of these littler. Is there a barrel that's not like rotted through and fucked up, like an empty-ish one?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you know that. It's me.
I'll say you're able to find one that you think has held a seal.
Okay. I just want to fill, like, not a full barrel, but like a little bit, like a little cask worth
Yeah.
of the wine for Josie.
Okay.
Nothing anyone would miss or notice. Just enough for, yeah. And then I'll barrel in one, Strasza on the shoulder. like one of the the monkeys in a barrel.
Yeah. I was gonna say like
And,
the suicide bombers in Age of Empires 2, but
Jesus Christ. Okay, or that.
I don't know if
Yes.
anybody.
I think they were called. Were they not called sappers or something? Were they called not called something better than suicide bombers?
They were called something else, but they blew themselves up on walls and stuff. Okay.
I remember them. I remember them.
Anyway,
They were the best units. Okay.
they were
Yeah,
fun.
and then we can head out of
Them
here.
and monks were all I built. Because they'd wave their stick at you, and then you converted to another nation. Yeah, exactly. It was awesome. Anyway, what were we doing?
We're leaving.
Oh, okay.
We're done. Quest complete.
Alright. Sean doesn't give a shit. I've given John a toy, and that's all. That's all that matters.
Yeah, don't worry. There will be some fucking Noel's gonna come and take it from you soon.
So read it quickly.
Yeah.
Consume all you can.
No, I'm reading it now.
Okay. So it's evening. It's night by the time you guys leave this place. And you are you just heading your way to the Golden Linux?
Yes.
Okay. So
So.
Yeah.
I have a question about this journal. Because when I click on it, it literally just shows a picture of the journal. Is that what it's supposed to do, or is there supposed to be text here?
I see. One moment, please.
Okay. That's why I was really confused. I'm like, well, maybe I have to wait till I'm somewhere where I can rest and read it. I don't know.
That makes sense. We'll say that. How about now?
Okay.
The secret only fire can reveal. I light it on fire.
I kill Milo. I still just get
Close
the...
it and open it up again.
Oh, okay. Now I got
Yeah.
it. Now I got it. Awesome.
So I gave you the highlights. A couple of key entries.
I figured it wasn't going to be an entire journal. I would have been impressed. But
That would have been far too much work.
I'm literally reading this as we're walking back to the
You're like,
tavern.
Yeah.
You have your cane
Kinda
over your
nudging
arm,
him.
and you're just like,
Mhm.
You're turning the
I
pages
have
with your
to turn
nose.
the page with my... Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everyone's like, "What the fuck's that guy doing with that paper thing?" What is that?
So
All right.
do you guys just wander back, without saying a word?
Yeah, I think probably. I mean, he's reading. I don't want to interrupt him, so probably just in silence.
Okay.
I mean, I don't say
Yeah,
anything.
you're unconscious. By the way, roll me a d4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when do I get to roll to see how sleepy
Coma.
I am?
4-day coma again.
Oh,
Real
yeah, you're
sleepy.
fucking super unconscious for the next 4 hours.
So sleepy. That's tired.
So tired.
So, Milo, you've had a very strange experience. You've seen Trassa do some crazy stuff. Trassa, it's about standard for you nowadays. There was a time when you were famously never unconscious, but now you are always unconscious. So the wheel has turned, I suppose. And Faldir, you are finding a strange journal. That's got a lot of weird shit in it.
It does. It does have a lot of weird shit in it.
I know, isn't Dark Sun the best? Faldir, so Milo, you and Faldir don't say anything as you make your way back into the Golden Linux.
No, not until because we're all going into the same room. Milo and Trassa's room. We're all going to bunk up in the same room for the night. So we'll wait till we get all the way back.
As you guys enter into the Golden Linux, you see a figure sitting at one of the tables. She's got her leather boots propped up on a stool nearby. You can see there are a couple of men, armored guards, it appears to be, with her, along with, sitting at the table as well, Lord Lear and Thalia.
We go right back out the inn.
You
Is
close the
that
door.
Simpsons meme where we walk in, we put the hat on the coat rack, we look
Yeah,
and see, and
do
look
one
back around
rotation.
and walk back out.
No. You see Lord Lear and Vithalia sitting at the table as well. Lady Anika turns her head and looks up at the three of you and goes, "Wow, you really are that stupid."
Still waiting
You know what?
oblivious to this.
Whatever, man.
No, you.
Alright, Milo, you're gonna handle the diplomacy for this.
Diplomacy, yes, that's
so-
what this is gonna take.
Vithalia says, "Now you promise Lord Lear that you would not harm them." And I'm a lady of my word. Alright, asshats, have a seat.
I'll look at Lord Lear.
You can see he's sitting
What's
there. He
going
doesn't
on?
say anything.
Yeah.
Vithalia speaks for him and says, "This lady of House Anika would like to meet with you."
Okay, I'm gonna go over and sit down.
Do you still have the book open? You're just reading it? You're just like,
Yeah.
Like,
just like-
whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
I will approach, set the barrel down, and gently prop Strasza in a chair.
Yes.
Yes, the classic.
Um,
Thought we could trust you, Vithalia.
he looks.
Lord Lear, I expected better of both of you.
What?
We helped your people.
Well, they were a little surprised you were a defiler, to be honest. She says, looking at Faldir. Also, I'm a little surprised. I didn't think you'd make it. I'm usually pretty thorough about those sorts of things. She gives a wink at you, Milo.
Gonna scratch at the scar.
Yeah. I really should make Aaron leave the conversation and just be like, "You guys have."
She would die.
She would
totally
die. She'd have to roll death saves as we were away.
But in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She nods. Whenever we get to more intense stuff, I'll make her leave.
Alright.
That's what happens when you fail con saves. It's your fault.
It's all your fault, Aaron. Feel bad.
I can't even sage my dice, people.
Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Sage your dice. I'm sure there's I'm sure you can learn some C# and find a way to do it in code. Anyway,
Anyway.
That's
what I did. So, no. Go ahead.
I'll look at Anika and I'll say, think you have something that belongs to me. I'd like it back.
You know, I don't think I have something that belongs to you. But I'm not here about that. Though, I'm sure we could work something out. She smiles.
right. So what seems to lead you to believe that I am a defiler?
Well, when I last saw you, you were flying out of a room on a chair.
That could be for anyone that happens. It's a dark sun. All right, plants. I don't know.
That seems pretty ridiculous.
I don't know what you're trying to do. I was in the room. This is not a story I heard. And the two of you can see that she is definitely not the same as she was before. She's a lot...
She's a skeleton.
Yeah. In a sense, she's a lot leaner now. You can see her cheeks have hollowed a bit. Like, you can tell that there's a couple new scars that she bears, and this has not been good times. Though her demeanor may be the same. You can see that she's physically been beat up a bit.
So, just out of curiosity, how's ruling Alteruk going for you?
She tilts her head and smirks. It's a process.
I imagine.
She says, and that's why I've come here. She nods. She thinks about
You're not wrong.
She thinks about punching you and taking the book. But she doesn't. Instead, she says, "Of course." She says, "But Altera could use all the help it could get. Heroes of the people would not go amiss."
We are actually working towards that to some extent now.
To some extent now.
Mhm.
She snarls at you a bit. A new player came into Alterac. Your previous employer let him in. The man you call Fennec.
We saw the tower arrive.
Slither, they call it.
I'm sure you were disappointed that your giants weren't the ones to kill all of the people. The innocent lives in Alterac.
She tilts her head up at you. The innocent lives in Alterac. She says, "And you're to tell me that you had no part in that? Why, our understanding is that you handed over powerful artifacts to House Vordon so that they could try to seize control."
Actually,
Technically,
Unconscious Rasa points single finger and then
my hand just appears over the edge of the table.
She dies
point of
immediately.
order.
A Sorcerer King appears in the room and casts Disintegrate on Swasha, and then leaves.
that's strange. That's pretty weird.
Anyway.
I mean, probably pretty standard for Darkson, to be
It
honest.
wouldn't be that weird.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Fuck this person in particular.
That's right. But anyway.
That is not what we said.
I mean, that is what we said, but that is not what we did.
Well, we didn't give it to them. I think we said that it had been taken
Oh, that's true.
by Vordon, but we were trying to prevent a house like yours taking over a free city.
A house like mine. And tell me,
To be fair,
what has my house done? House Vordon has bought more slaves than any house in Alterac.
Dennis should go on Robot-y. This is a bad time.
Or no more camera for a little.
Yeah.
I think we hit that.
I'll go ahead and turn off the camera for a moment.
Time slot.
Oh,
Worst timing.
okay,
Alright, how am I now?
try again. Yep,
You're
you're
good
good.
now.
You left off as a house like mine. That's pretty much where we
Okay.
ended.
She says, "A house like mine?" And tell me, what is a house like mine? For it sounds to me that the house you decided to back has bought more slaves than any house in Alterac. Something that I thought you, in particular, she glares at Milo, would be concerned about, but I guess not. She says, "Tell me, what are the sins of a house like mine? You worked for a man who poisoned the well that's killed hundreds of the civilians in Alterac that have been brought back as undead abominations serving a new emperor."
We cleansed the water supply. We stopped the Dune Locusts from finding Alterac. What madness drove Thanek to do what he did later, I cannot say. We were there for the people.
Okay. So you truly are a fool. And she turns and looks at Faldir. She says, "So tell me, are you a more reasonable man, Defiler?"
Depends on what we're discussing here.
Well, A defiler currently rules over Alteruk. And she says, we could use our own to combat him.
I'm hypothetically speaking, if I had such talents, I doubt that they would be on the scale of one such as Thanek or whatever new emperor even rules over Altruck currently.
Well, we wouldn't be fighting alone. You called yourself heroes of the people. She glares at Milo. It's not too late.
We have every intention of returning to Altruck.
When? 'Cause it's dying. My sister died. That monster consumed her to increase his power. He's destroyed every scion. Anyone who has a hint of psionic capacity within the entirety of the city has been sacrificed to his dark power. I've seen him but once. He wears a mask made of iron. He lives in a tower of bone. He says he was a sorcerer king come to return. He killed all my guards as we refused to submit to him. Those of us that remain have had to unite with anyone who is still living.
I have some thoughts.
Well, you're the only one of the two.
3 technically, but we were trying to kind of gather forces because we didn't even know what the state of Altruck was. The last time we saw it, an army of skeletons was rushing the gates that were open.
Knowles. Some wild
Yes.
pack outside has made a deal with the Dark One.
We've met. Turag Broken Fang.
You know better than I.
We, I really want to trust you in this matter. But there is a lot that I have issues with. We have a history, as you know.
Yes. And she digs into her back pocket. And she pulls out a folded up piece of parchment. Tosses it towards you. I'm pretty sure you're the only fucker who can read.
Does he unfold it and there's a hammer in there?
I know that is exactly what you were hoping for.
Peace offering?
No.
It's a tiny hammer, yeah, exactly. It's like a paperweight. What does it say, Dennis?
Okay. One second. Let me double check something. Okay. You guys are real assholes if you think about it.
I mean, I know I am.
I don't think that's true. Heroes of the people.
I was gonna say, I think we're just complete idiots with good intentions. Is the problem?
Really good people.
Interesting. See.
By we, I meant Truss and Milo.
She looks at
to
you
be
as
clear.
you nod and say that, and she says, "He and I get along splendidly. He has a past, too."
Gotta look from her to Faldir.
Well, Milo, it looks like our friends trust her. There are survivors in Alteruk. Bars as well, it seems. It's notes from Cress. I didn't know Cress could write.
He can. He's a very smart guy.
I'm impressed, really.
He's made of quills. Of course he can write.
I mean, the last time I checked, he was threatening to kill one of our party members. But
Very viciously
Yeah.
and overtly.
Like a monster. No, what are you doing, Aaron? You rub your face. They said this, and you let them believe it for weeks. For weeks.
is,
It was like for months.
Is-
You were just.
is
a pretty good
Faldier
goof.
the troll here? Is that really the case?
It's a pretty good goof.
Anyway,
The funniest shit.
Oh,
Right.
Chris lives. Good.
So what is the timetable you propose here? What? I mean, I think we're still weeks out from being able to save Ultraviolet.
do you remember the Thry-Kreen? The one who served House Rustum Blondo.
Yes.
His name was Cricket.
Cricket.
Yes. A very skilled fighter. Almost as good as me. Well. He rushed the man in the iron mask. Blades drawn. There was a psychic wave that ran through all of us. Something about for his clutch. Whatever such insect things. He was fast. He stabbed the Lord, burying his Thry-Kreen weapon into his chest, a blow that should have killed him. I've seen men die from less. He was nearly impaled. I could see the other end poking out of his back where his heart should be. The man in the iron mask just grabbed the Kreen and turned him to dust and pulled the blade from his chest as though it were a thorn in his heel. I want to know how to kill such a man. You know of magic.
I do know some, but I'll need time to learn more, to try and gather resources. Are you going to be staying here in Tyr?
Yes. What of magic artifacts? You had some. The amulet. The hammer. What of others?
Glare at her.
She pays you no mind.
We don't have much at the moment. The amulet was taken from me some time ago by our Knoll friend.
I see. Alright. I can promise you wealth. I have a connection with House Anika. I can...
Wealth doesn't matter to us. We want to save Alteruk.
She stands up, the stool creaking on the ground behind her. She says, "Then let's." She turns and begins to walk away, and she says, without turning around, standing at the doorway, "Don't go far. I want to know where to find you." And her and the armed men leave. You guys are now sitting at a table with Thalia and Lord Lear.
Turn to Thalia and Lear, and yeah, kind of prop her head back up. What's your role in this?
She came to me. Offered us respect that another house would not. Thalia then begins to speak. Yes, well, she offered us positions of trade, that of which have been denied House Lear. And being that we were somewhat in your debt, we were assured that safety would be provided and that you would not be harmed. Thus, we arranged this meeting. We have no fight to pick here, and we have no interest in further involvement. Lord Lear speaks and he says, "We each have our battles to fight. This is yours." And they stand up.
Wait.
Lear looks at you.
There's another battle to be fought.
There always is.
You've mentioned having no love for those who earn their wealth off the backs of better men. Having no...
Sean, goddammit.
God damn it! Oh, now it matters! You're a defiler!
We're gonna go fight a Sorcerer King later. Sorry, hold on.
I have reason to believe that you have no love for those who enslave others and do worse. There is a movement to change that in this city. To change Tyr for the better and for good. And to make free those who were once indentured. We are part of this movement, but we will be needing any help that can be provided.
House.
This is something for the good of the city, and for the good of its people, your house included, if you choose to join us.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Fuck. I'm gonna use my thing, advantage thing. Inspiration, that's the word.
Here comes the 6 then. No, probably an 8, actually. It's gonna be a 4 and an 8.
Yep. 11!
Pretty good.
Damn
He
good.
looks at you for a while, measuring you. And then he turns and looks at Fathalia and nods. Fathalia then says, "We at House Lee are not interested in treating one Sorcerer King for another," as they say, looking at Faldir. And they turn and leave.
Nuts.
One day.
Someday. And so you guys are alone.
I'm gonna drink, please.
There's no one there. No. You see this character looking around, and he doesn't seem to respond to what you say. You see he's a mull. You can tell that he's got a couple of scars on his and calluses on his hands. He doesn't look like combat based, something else. Your guess would probably be the Iron Mines, not far. And he doesn't seem to hear you, but whenever you raise your hand, he nods, and he points to this clay pot that holds the brown ale. Points towards you. He pours a drink, walks over, places it in front of you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, friend. drink it.
And he holds out his hand like money, like.
How much money are these normally?
This is some cheap stuff. I mean, well, it's not cheap, but
Yeah.
it's this is only 8 bits.
8 bits. All right. So I down the thing and I put 16 bits in his hand, and please, if you don't mind, gesture that I'd like
Yeah,
another.
he pours another, and this is like a hefty pint. Like this is a significant sum. Well, not pint. It's actually more than a pint. But it's a hefty degree of fluid you're being granted.
Good.
It's not like the paltry sums
Alright.
you got at I forgot the name of the place. The nice place that you went to.
Yeah. Fuck that
Yeah,
nice
fuck
place.
that place.
Yeah. Whatever the hell it was. They're fancy everything.
Yeah, everything was
Alright.
just nice. and pleasant and
Literally
clean.
everything that was nice. Their cleanliness.
Yeah.
They're good. They're good product. Well, Feldir, what do you make of this?
Well, we're going back to Alterac sooner than we intended.
I disagree.
Okay, sooner than I intended. And apparently they think I'm going to be some sort of great help in this. I have
You-
one thing that I can do.
That's not true. I've seen you do a great many
You
things.
can also read.
As I'm still reading the book this whole time.
Yeah. Hold on, you never put it down. Damn millennials and their books. You will be good help. I worry about this.
Yes. I am going to retire for the day, I think.
We should rest. We'll need to talk to Strasser. She'll be able to sort this out for us. Put things into perspective. I'll join you. I'll finish my second fucking cask or whatever. Grab the barrel and Strasser on under each arm. Trundle on up them stairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's not how that works. So nice try, Faldir.
Damn. Oh well.
But anyway, you guys do have an ever so charming evening. I will say, yeah, you guys can go ahead and take a long rest.
Yep. I'm just burning some hit dice so I can actually go back up to full. Cool. Nice.
Well done. Yep, you're all better now.
Fair and balanced.
That's right. So, I will say, Strasser, you do wake up. A good ways through the night. Milo, do you just feel like she's just napping and she'll be fine, or are you like holding guard, like until it's her shift or something?
No, we are taking watch. We're all in one room. She's in her bed. Valdir's in his, and
Yeah.
propped against the
Probably
door.
you probably I'll say if you want you could have spent 5 bits and have like a small lamp for you to read.
To read by.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a faint light. Do you guys have any conversation before Strasser wakes up, or is it just Faldir reading and Milo keeping watch?
Yeah. It's just that.
Yeah.
Unless you want to say something.
So I put down the book for a moment because I had a thought. We should probably take care of the Brexit before we try and go to Alterac. A great many people could die.
Well, the timing is difficult. I agree. But I think the timing is... Sounds like something may move in tier faster than we expected as well. We'll need to find out from Lasmin. Maybe.
At the end of the day, I think Alteruk should take priority.
Kind of look at him curiously. Really?
It's our city. There's a sorcerer king there that's causing trouble as
It's
well.
super shitty, and that's our town.
Damn right!
We're from Brooklyn! Hey! Hey!
You mess with one of us, you mess with
Yeah,
all of
exactly.
Damn right!
us.
Fuck this place and its nice things.
It's difficult because we cannot let the action here fail either.
Maybe we could ask them to delay? To some extent? If we can expand the timetable?
Perhaps.
Also, we might need to make a, side trip to Kled to gather our forces there. And maybe about a day's travel north of Kled for a brief time. So I can talk to a contact of mine.
Plague monger.
Yes. If it's any consolation, I personally do not care to let such an abomination live. Such a creature would slay an entire village for whatever purpose.
That is what rules over Tyr, Faltir. The tax is coming soon. Do you know what that is?
Do I know what that is?
Yeah, you know because similarly at the same time the slave tithe, which comes at the end of the year, would come to Raj as well. I mean, it was everywhere. Every city-state that you know of would have this sort of guiding principle.
There's evil on both sides. And here, the one thing I know is that when it's done, the slaves will not be enslaved any longer. But if we help Inika, if Inika helps us, once we defeat this man in the Iron Mask, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Sorry.
God damn it!
Uh,
I was waiting for it too, but I wasn't gonna do it.
Fuck, I didn't wanna. Once we defeat him, what happens to Alteruk after?
You guys are kind of like the Three Musketeers.
Basically. After Slither falls, who rules Alteruk then? House Wisdom Blondo is gone. Odon is busy elsewhere.
Not Nika. Tell you that much.
Do you?
Yes.
How do we ensure that?
Well, I'm going on a battlefield. It's a very dangerous place.
I will consume her for magic.
Maybe,
Maybe.
God forbid you get slime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she becomes a new ally. A little slime with two daggers in it. It'd be great.
Let's speak over this with Shrasa
Yes.
once she's fed. We'll figure out a plan, and I wanted to go to Aldruk from the beginning. Straight there. But if the timeline with Tyr is rapidly approaching, there's a lot is at stake here. Many more lives. I don't know. What did Cress's letter say?
I'm not sure if I can get the intonation right here, but
Don't know what that means.
hey, dumb fucks, where is the help you were going to get? Signed, Cress.
Oh,
Some of the translation might be lost from writing to speaking,
Yeah.
but
that does sound like Cress.
hmm there's also a little drawing of a dagger here. I think he's threatening to kill us. I'm not sure.
We should kill him too.
Probably is. Don't worry, I'll threaten him again.
hmm
All right. We have a lot to think on. Days ahead will be tough.
That's weird. They've been so good so far.
Been pretty chill up until now, but
I'm
now
sure
I think finally the easy ride is over. Maybe the smooth sailing has led us into choppy waters at last. What? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you don't know what any of that could possibly mean.
What's
What is
sailing?
in waters?
I mean,
why would you
they're
chop
sailing
water?
in sand here. That
Yeah,
exists.
that's true.
But
And sort of a silt.
Silt pirate. All right,
Those are things that exist.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to be when Mallow dies.
That's right. I'm with it.
This session. Okay.
So we'll say sometime, Strasa to sort of come to while you're holding guard. Strasa, you wake up to the faint light emanating from within the room. This room is small and simple with but a cot in it, and you seem to be lying upon it. You can see sitting in a corner near the light is Valdir. He seems to be poring over a book, a small journal, similar to the one that you saw, to the papers that you saw within the wine cellar. Milo is what is Milo doing? He's had a lot of things happen in the last couple hours.
He's just propped up against with his back to the door.
He's a doorstop.
Kind of his doorstop. He's kind of alternately. He's got one of his bricks in his hand, kind of just running his hands over it, alternating looking at that, and kind of just staring at Strasa, and back to the brick.
Yeah. You think he's planning to clobber you to death with it? You're probably not going to wake up, and it's the humane thing
You've
you
got
do.
more, I know you've got gold on you. You've got gold. Yeah. Like one
What
flew
the
over the cuckoo's nest.
Exactly, just like that.
What the fuck happened?
Nothing really.
Stand up.
not much,
awake.
really. There was not much.
How are you
Yeah.
feeling?
No, I don't believe you.
How are
So,
you feeling? Are you okay?
as well as one could, I guess. Yeah.
How did do you remember having wings and a hammer?
I don't know. Do I?
No.
Okay. What?
You Faldir
I look
Crushed it.
pointedly at Faldir.
Valdir, yes, but Valdir crushed a bead. He crushed a bead, one of the prayer beads, and then
Oh.
you grew wings and woke up, and there was a big glowy hammer, and you killed that beast, and then you fainted again.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It was amazing. You don't remember that?
Nope.
You looked incredibly strong.
Thank you.
Do you two want me to leave
No.
for a time? And okay, good. So
Don't make this weird, Valdir.
Yeah. He takes the lantern
it?
and turns it down a little bit.
Puts the pillow.
Yeah.
So is that all that happened? We came back and I've been passed out?
We
yeah,
secured
no,
the wine.
that's all that happened. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
fuck you,
fine.
Aaron.
No.
What now?
Yeah, your character doesn't know shit. You're the only one with secrets. That's your master doing.
So we came back, and Anika was here,
With Lord Lear.
and a bunch of armed
Mm.
guards.
And you're still okay?
She wanted to talk.
Yes. Apparently, Alterux's not doing well, which
Mm.
we kind of.
I wasn't very shocked. I like how you said apparently.
Evidently, Alteric's not doing well.
I mean, last time
We
it was doing so
basically
great.
saved the city last time, so I don't know why.
It was fine when we left it, so someone else must have really fucked up.
Got new
It
management.
wasn't us. Yeah. So, yes. Shit, I forgot where I left off. God damn it.
Alteric's
we-
not doing so hot.
Yeah.
And Anika came to seek allies to help retake it. Specifically, specifically me, but coincidentally you and Milo as well.
An interesting change in
Tangentially.
tune.
hmm Well, I don't think she likes me still, but
Mm.
so yes. And all of this comes at a particularly bad time, given that our other plan is slowly, potentially coming to fruition. Which leaves us in a bit of a difficult spot.
We help Alteric first.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the correct path to take here.
I don't either.
There are more lives at stake here in Tyr than there are in Ulturuk.
It's more than just a math equation, though.
Yeah.
Do I know what math is?
No.
What?
Do I
don't-
know what
do I know what an
math
equation is?
You probably know what math is. You don't know what an equation is.
Okay.
But
Then, it's more than math numbers.
You know enough to be trusted with money, but not enough to.
Sure, I can do my
yeah,
basic
but
addition and
here's
subtraction.
the real math you gotta do in your head, though. Where's Karina and Tutok? Yeah,
Okay.
they're both in this city, so think about that.
Oh, I was
You
like,
love it, NPCs.
are they banging and we don't know? I'm
Yeah,
confused.
they're in the next room just playing.
Yeah.
That was a lot to just throw at me,
That's right.
Dennis. Like,
All you hear from the other room is, okay, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
No,
horrifying.
honey, put your hand.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
put your hand there.
My master says I can do this. My master always likes it when I do this. There you go,
I'm
Sean.
done.
Yeah, you hear a southern woman scream, "What the fuck?"
All right. If Tyr is liberated, then one of the original Sorcerer Kings falls. Boing? And all the slaves, all of them, are freed. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of good here. And after, it's Vordon, and it's
We know that doesn't happen if we go to Ultra first.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Well done.
We don't really have time.
the timing may be a factor.
How long does it take to get to Ulturuk from here again?
2 weeks.
Isn't the plan like in a month? So we'd go to Ulturuk for a day, and then we'd have to come back basically.
We'd be
Well-
that GIF walking in, making a circle, walking out.
Yeah, we got a short timeline. We gotta get
So
in.
It depends.
save the
It
city,
depends on
get
the
out.
plan. So
Yeah, we don't have a
okay, yeah. So then, yeah,
But it's not our plan though.
it's true.
That's the
No,
thing.
but right now the plan is they're waiting for people to come back, and then they'll make a better plan.
Yeah,
I don't know that there's like a date that they gave us.
No. I thought that was the.
sometime at the end of this week they'll be coming back. They haven't really told you what they're waiting for, or what they're waiting for those people to tell them. But
And we need to go talk to Yasmin again.
That's mean.
That's mean.
Yasmin.
Yes,
Some-
we do.
consonant as mean.
That's right.
Yes,
Jasmine.
got you.
When you go talk to Jasmine in Latin, they'll know.
They will know what to do.
They'll know what to do here. And there'll be a song and dance. We'll be okay.
One jump
He teaches
ahead
a
of the
whole
bread
new world.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
The timing couldn't be worse for this. Look, we had a chance to go to Alteruk. Remember when I wanted to go to Alteruk when we were in Kled? You guys remember that? We were
Remember
there.
when I was right?
We had left.
Yeah.
We had left to go to Alteruk. Do you remember? We
No.
made the decision not to go.
Mhm.
As a group, we made the decision to stay here to help Tyr. We're now committed to this cause. I love Alteruk. It's the only city that's been nice to me. Sort of nice. But to overthrow the Ogre Doom. What happened in Alteruk is awful, but what's happened here has been just as terrible. We have friends in both cities. I don't want to abandon either.
We don't know that we're abandoning Tyr.
Not yet.
There are other people here who are more capable than us to take care of this problem as well. Alteruk has.
I would argue there are
Almost.
more capable people in Alteruk as well.
I was gonna say.
They haven't been doing a great job so far.
Dude, you
But
guys
anyway.
haven't really been doing a great job so far.
Ah, don't matter.
Okay.
Details.
We leveled up, so think about that.
Yeah, exactly. Damn right.
I know we are Alteruk's only hope.
And Anika doesn't have your hammer here, so potentially we could get it back if we go to Alteruk first.
I doubt it. Even if that were the case, can we at least agree to speak with Lasmine, and then decide from there?
Yes, that's
Yes.
certainly on the table.
We may be able to find out. Do we? Hey, Dennis, did we ever So we can't.
Probably not. Whatever.
heard Okay, probably not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a no. So we found out this whole thing hey, we're gonna overthrow Sorcerer King
Yeah.
and free the slaves. Bada bing.
Absolutely.
Did we find out in that power vacuum who's gonna be there?
I'm trying to think if y'all asked that question. I don't think y'all did.
I'm fairly confident we did not. Yeah. All right. We need to find out what happens next and what city Tyr becomes. We might be able to get aid, depending on when this happens. If this could take place in the next week, maybe. We don't know. But then, liberate Tyr. Done. Check.
Ozik said
Then
I'd
we
be down
go.
to join also.
Free Alteruk. Double check. Maybe with new allies to help us.
Let's see what Lasmine says.
You okay with this, Trasa?
Yeah, I think we have to talk to Lasmine first, either way. So we need to get more information on the timeline here in Tyr and make our decision from there.
Okay. Well, you two should get some sleep. I'll wake you up when it's your turn for watch.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Back to sleep? Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. So do you guys do anything throughout the evening?
No. Just contemplate, keep watch.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Sean, about what you've read?
I mean,
Other than, like, its oddness?
I feel like I'm reading a Lovecraft novel, to be honest. But no, I don't really have questions.
I've got
I
some
mean-
statements I could make.
I do have those.
What are your statements? I'm curious.
Well, it explains a lot, I feel, about the situation we found ourselves in that basement.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, well there you go.
Mhm.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So, the evening passes. You guys are not assaulted. Faldir reads away at his book while Milo contemplates the world around him. So that's not the one I wanted. I want this one. You guys wake up. Again into the afternoon as you guys were busy the day before. I do like the idea, not to influence your decision, but I do like the idea of like you guys like staying in Tyr and becoming the heroes of Tyr, but then there's like always these rumors that like, you know, there was a city they tried this in before.
There's another city that they just fucked up and they moved on.
Mhm.
It's like,
I'm
no,
sure it'll happen to tier 2, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's true. So
I don't think we ever did that. No. Alteric's tiny enough to be wiped off the map anyway. Like just a few. We just got to pull some strings and it's
fuck
gone.
it. It's like it never happened.
Yeah, exactly. There, just erased history. What? Oh, what's wrong? You didn't write that down in a book?
Anyway,
Dark Sun's great.
it is great.
All right. Well, breakfast, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, over breakfast. Should we? We've got the cask in our, like we did we did that job.
Mhm.
Should we like let someone know?
Yeah, we should go talk to Josie.
Okay. Where did she say to meet up again?
Strong. She said you guys could leave some. She said you guys.
There's a house where we can leave a candle on, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. But of course, she also
I'll just go.
performs, so you could accost her during the day, which sounds more like you guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
I just kind of assumed that's what we were gonna do anyway.
Yo,
No,
I
we
am
walk
not
up to
Josie.
her with a lit candle. That's what we do. We
Yeah.
mix the two together. That's.
We got that stolen wine for you. Alright. Very well. We will have to deal with this Brexit too. I agree with you. One way or the other.
Oh, out of curiosity,
Mhm.
how are we supposed to deal with the animal an entire city couldn't deal with?
It may not be fully. If the halflings can contain it, then either it can be reasoned with, or it can be overpowered.
Or the halflings aren't containing it?
It is eating one halfling per day, according to Twitch.
Oh, we can just leave a trail of halflings leading it out of the
You
city.
guys already had this job. You already had this idea and proposed it. So well done. We're doing fresh jokes, new jokes.
We're rehashing. Rehash.
Slitch,
So,
Slitch
I mean,
found the idea amusing.
I mean, Blue Steel.
Well done.
It's another.
No, I got
movie
that
reference
reference.
You guys won't get. It's a Dan original right there.
Is it? Did
It's
you
a
write
fan original.
Zoolander? That's cool.
Okay. Well, cool. Did we find out where the Brexit's held? No, we only found out where the wine was.
Well, to be fair, you did no research and asked no one, so.
Well, obviously. But
You
like,
made
we did that.
literally
We did that
zero
with the.
effort, so.
We did that with the wine thing, and it seemed fine. So
Yeah,
it worked out great.
okay. I've done research now. Now I have plenty of research on the wine thing.
Speaking of, Faldir, what about that book? The words, the letters you found.
I think it was the journal of whatever creature that was that we slew.
Does he give any? Do you know what happened there?
It looks like she might have been training to become a defiler, and it would seem something went wrong.
That can happen.
No.
I don't. Did I say something went wrong? I meant.
Only if you're bad at it.
Oh.
Mm.
No, what is your response to that, Faldir?
It is dangerous. That much everyone knows.
I didn't know you could turn into something like that.
Neither did I.
Be careful, Faldir.
Yeah.
Wait. Know that we're here for you. If you ever feel yourself
Incorporeal? Yes.
being, you start
What is-
screaming and giving me headaches.
Oh.
Yes, but
That's
just
Strauss's job.
you don't.
I enjoyed that.
Damn.
I enjoyed
What
that.
the shit?
I enjoyed that.
Oh shit.
I should give you a spell slot for that.
Just know you don't have to. You really don't have to keep secrets from us. We're with you.
He nods and slowly takes the book and hides it behind his bag.
Yeah, like I need to. They can't read it. They don't know what shit's in
That's
here.
true.
I can only recognize the letters in my name. So.
Yeah, you don't really understand what the letters are.
No.
Well, it is largely written in common, so.
Nice. And most of the words are just Ash, Ashra, and like Shars.
Yeah.
And Rash.
Mhm.
I don't know. Alright, this is stupid. Okay.
No! You think?
So nothing we can use then, no. Okay.
P- potentially something I can use later. Yes, but
Okay. Well. Should we go see Lasmine first, or should we?
yes, but there's a quick errand I need to run in the Warrens.
Well, if we're gonna go to the Warrens, shouldn't we light the candle?
Yes, might as well while we're there. The errand I'm running, I probably don't need help.
It's the Warrens. So there.
All right, we'll go have another.
And we
Get the-
continue to buy nothing. Looks at Milo.
Maybe,
No.
but unless
No.
they've, we'll
No.
see. We'll see.
I want to buy the wind.
I hear what you're talking about now, Faldir. It's starting to hurt.
I told you.
Milo's like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know, if Faldir does magic, it seems pretty legit. I should get me some
Yeah,
of that.
I should get into some of that. Yeah.
God. Milo the Defiler.
Yeah.
I cast brick.
Ha!
Pallet defiler.
All right. So let's go to the Warrens, guys.
Party.
Dennis, I assume you probably know what I'm going here to do.
I have a guess.
Hookers and blow.
Yeah, you're gonna go
Buddy.
do some hookers and blow. Let me see here.
I don't care if they know what I'm here for, so you don't have to. No, not that.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Murder a miscreant, turn him into slime? Question mark.
Kill everyone in the ward. Yes, that's what the gameplay was.
Find,
That's how we
find
get rid of the
hobos.
Braxton. We just
Turn a
pile
bunch-
slime on it.
Turn a bunch of hobos into
Uh,
slimes.
I'm gonna go and get my knotted rope that I hid here when I
Oh,
assume
okay.
that Anika is gonna show up and accuse me of being a defiler.
Yeah.
And having a knotted rope when someone accuses you of being a defiler is
Yeah.
Clever girl.
is evidence I want to object to.
Well, don't worry, because you guys did totally suggest that you guys were planning to overthrow the Ogre Doom in front of some Templar, but it's cool.
Yeah.
They're bribable. Anyway, so...
I don't think anyone realized they were Templar. At least I didn't.
Didn't
We
quite
didn't-
catch that part.
You just
Didn't
said
Anika-
armored guards.
But Anika and her armored guards left before we talked about that.
That's true.
True.
That is true. It was only Lear and what's his dick?
That's
Thalia.
correct. What's his dick?
What's his dick?
It's Elvish for what's his dick. That's what his name is. Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
The Templars heard it because of that.
that's right. They don't have magic, that's for sure. So, you guys head on over to where you hit it, and it's not a problem, Valdir. You're able to do so without any
Okay.
problems.
And then we go light the candle for Josie.
Absolutely,
Let her know that the deed is done.
you do so.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do things done.
Yeah, it's no major problem for you to perform these tasks.
Next we'll go to the place we were allowed into. It had a name.
Sweetwater?
Yeah.
Sweetwater Inn.
Yeah. Not the fucking, what was it, something sun place. They're dicks over
Snooty
there.
Snoot.
Yeah, although you guys I guess can be dressed
Black
fancy.
Sun Villa, yeah. Snooty
Snooty
Snoot.
Snoot.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys try to make your way into this area. You begin to wander through the streets, and you know, it's certainly a busy time at this point. As you go into the Sweetwater Inn, you can see that today, during this day, whereas they didn't before, but today they seem to have something of a band that seems to be playing like some soft drums. And there's also a actually, I might. Did I save it? I might. That may have been from a long time ago. Perhaps not, though. Let's see here. Was this it? Yeah. You hear, in between songs, something that sounds like what you and I might call birds chirping, but it's this soft chirping noise from these bugs that they have with them. Some of them are in cages and stuff, and some of them are they're sort of stacked about in various ways. And you can see these bugs are bright, almost sort of metallic sort of colors, greens and reds and blues, shimmering in the sunlight. Very beautiful, and there's sort of a peaceful chirping as you guys enter into this place. And you do not find Lesmine there. It is as though she's not like a Skyrim quest giver who just stands in one spot of town all day, waiting for you to talk to her.
We sit in the bar and wait for something to happen.
Alright, well, when you come back this evening, she'll probably be here. Do we want to do anything else?
Should we find the Brexit?
Yes, we can probably look around and see if we can figure out what's going on with that. Back to the Warrens!
To the Warrens.
Okay.
The one region of this city we explore.
So, what is your plan for the Warrens?
I'm gonna shake down a halfling.
I was gonna say, I'm
Just
just gonna
grab
start
one,
grabbing
grab by
people.
his ankle and just shake him up
You-
and down.
Have you heard any big monsters about giant high can kill a bunch of stuff?
I mean,
Eats
specifically halflings would be the one to ask, because I get the feeling that a lot of halflings would
That's
be.
racist.
Yeah, halflings are literally cannibals in Dark Sun. I'm not sure if I qualify that as.
Not all.
It's
Hashtag
racist.
not all halflings.
We should have asked
True.
Hasek if he ever ate a person.
Yeah.
We did. We did ask him,
him.
and he didn't like it.
Yeah. One
He didn't do
one
it.
time he thought it was a bad idea.
Yeah, he tried it and then decided he didn't like it. Have you tried people? Because now you're just being closed off.
Yeah.
Nope.
Stop being closed-minded. Respect other cultures. Foul deer.
Yeah.
Fine.
Jerk.
I'll try people next
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Instead of just turning him into slime, now you can't eat it.
Yeah. It's wasteful. And
Yeah.
polluting the environment if you think about it.
Probably, yeah. They're basically
lot of
pure
ways.
diesel. All right. Let's just do this thing. Yeah, let's go. We're looking for half a ling.
Did the Ruin Creepers ever have? Do they have like anything like defining to mark them, like tattoos or anything like that? Because I know that Tasik had tattoos as a halfling, and I'm not sure if that's a tribal thing or if it's
Let's find literally any halfling. They're all the same.
okay, Milo. Maybe not. Maybe not that.
Well, so, there certainly were tattoos and stuff that those halflings possess. Very different, though, from Tasik. Tasik had these elaborate vines and such tattooed across his face. These are a lot cruder. Similar, not totally unlike what Anika has. They're a lot cruder, and they're you think that they're largely have symbolic meaning in some capacity that you don't know anything about. So they did have tattoos, to answer your question.
Okay.
Nothing consistent that you readily noticed.
Okay, we look for the first halfling and we shake him down. No, that's not a good plan. So, we know that the Ruin Creepers are likely to rob anyone they perceive as weak, right? That's really anyone. They would just rob anyone. That's pretty much what we've established from the fact that they jumped us earlier. Yes? I'm
Yeah.
saying this to Milo and Trasa.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you say so.
They weren't that tough.
What if we set a trap for them?
Like a rope for them to trip on.
No, like
No.
I dress one of you up to look,
Like bait.
yeah, pretty much that.
Ah.
Well, Strauss
Okay.
Milo's a hulking mountain of a man.
Yeah, no, I know where
will-
this
I
is
will be
going.
the-
Covered in
Yeah, it's
scars.
not gonna be Milo.
Yeah, you guys put a bonnet on him and a dress.
I would think
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Also pushes
By
the stroller.
Yeah,
by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end.
Yes.
a common joke.
How could you treat me like this in front of new people?
That's right.
All right.
Now it's just you, Aaron, that doesn't get it. You're the only one.
Go watch Firefly, Aaron, right now.
I
We
have
became
fought Firefly, but ages ago.
All right.
ages ago.
Something that doesn't leave you. So,
Hmm.
and I would offer myself up as bait, but I would die immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
sure.
I mean, I also have a track record of that, but
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's
Your
better you
experience.
than me.
You got
I mean,
practice.
yeah, but see, if you die immediately, it's not me. Think about that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
If you think about it, it makes sense.
so when do we want to set this trap? I assume tonight?
Did the ruin creepers? They didn't attack us in broad daylight, right? It was night.
It was night.
There must be a better way of finding them.
Slitch doesn't seem to have any idea where they might be. So
They didn't know where the creature
Are
might
there-
be.
So this thing is pretty big, right?
They can be.
And the Warrens is kind of like shitty shantytown, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are there any like structures that would even be remotely big enough?
Okay, so to give you an idea of how big the Warrens is, like, if you go to your map, this is all the Warrens.
Okay, well, I was
but,
trying.
but
Yeah.
your measure only says like 30 feet at the
Yeah.
most.
All right.
do you want me to kill him,
Alright,
Dennis?
alright.
I will.
I'm dead. I
All
know.
right. So
Alright,
so
I'll-
Faldir, what do you?
You see, I thought the Warrens was like this little
So
bit here.
Faldir,
Yeah,
what
but-
do you and your slime do? Your two new slime friends that you have.
Uh,
I was like actually trying there. Hey.
No, the
we begin
Warrens
to
is very large.
we begin to infect the people of the Warrens to build my slime
That's
army.
right.
That's
That's a viable option.
and then we overthrow the sorcerer,
There you go.
and I rule
Did they-
over my city of slime.
Build slimes? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Profit.
Did they give you a timeline for when they thought this attack was going to happen?
No. Soon. Soon was the timeline.
Soon.
As we're standing there, a giant beast comes charging.
Erupts from the. Oh, that's convenient.
It impales Strassel on its horn and stomps off in another direction. Ah, there it is.
They did say it was going to be the Elven markets.
Yes.
I like the. How do we stop this thing from happening? What if we let it happen, and then?
What if it just happens? Then
And
we
then
try
we
to stop
kidnap
it.
it. I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna get a bunch of halflings and put them in a bag,
Yeah.
and then
I think the trap sounds like our best plan so far because I don't know how in the fuck we're gonna find this thing otherwise
I agree.
until it's actively rampaging through the city.
I think it's the best plan because I made it.
So, yeah, well,
That's how I know.
so are we doing this tonight? Are we talking to Lasmine first?
We'll talk to Lasmine first, and then we'll trap some halflings.
So you guys are just keeping
Okay.
obscene hours all the time now. You just like you guys wake up
Yeah,
at
we're gonna
2
go-
o'clock in the
we're gonna go
afternoon.
We're
back-
gonna go nap. Is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we're just gonna go. Yeah,
We're gonna go nap.
Yeah, just graveyard shift.
I'm gonna get some stuff together to make Trassa. Actually, Trassa already has fancy clothes.
Ross
I really don't
already
need to
has
disguise
it.
her that
Oh,
much.
I know. She just has to get changed.
But I do need to disguise you so you don't look like you, because they will probably recognize you.
You could put this mask on.
I mean, you could.
A
To be
woman
fair, that's
walking around in a fancy ass
Yeah.
dress and a mask.
Yeah, no, you
Not
look like a
just
Zizir.
for
You look like a
this
big angry
looking.
lizard.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the halflings aren't the brightest. They would still probably jump you.
Perfect disguise.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna have a nap.
All right.
Father, you have a disguise kit, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I really want to see Nathaldir doing Strauss's makeup.
He probably does it better.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, no, I know he does it
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, you know, you kind of tilt your head, Milo, and you've never seen her in quite this light before. Anyway, so you guys, go back to the Gold Minix.
Take a nap.
Yeah, but you guys are now starting to keep strange hours. So I'll say now it's just becoming common that you wake up at 2 o'clock in
Okay.
the afternoon. And you guys make your preparations as before. I love the idea. You just dress Tressa up and just push her and just be like, go walk around
Go.
until you
Go
get
walk around
mugged.
and jingle your purse.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It'll make a lot of
most
noise
my
at
money
least,
with
'cause
you.
Yeah, yeah. The key is we just put like we don't even we take some of her money from her in case they successfully mug her,
Yeah.
What?
and she just has like a bunch of bits in a bag,
So
as
normal.
she is often happy about. Yeah, exactly.
So Strassa puts on her fine dress, which is a blue sort of silk look to it. You do anything special with your hair to try and make it look like not you? Yeah, shave it bald.
Fuck
Beehive.
That'd be awesome.
Beehive.
I mean, I
no.
would.
So I'm
as
actually
part of
going to wear
disguising
it
the problem.
down for one.
No, it's up to Faldir. He's the disguise guy.
Oh yeah, no, I shave her hair off. No.
No, I wouldn't let
Tressa
you,
kills
I wouldn't
Fabian.
let you have that.
Like as I start to do it, your hand just goes through my chest. Like.
Mm. Alright. Then you put
Um,
it back.
what's your hair normally look like? I don't even actually
I
know.
normally have it in this like nasty little like rat's nest on the top of my head, basically,
Oh yeah, no, I
out of my face.
set her hair down. I clean it,
Yeah.
comb it.
Take your
I give her
glasses
the
off.
whole-
Yeah. You
Yeah,
take-
total
she-
like Princess Diaries
Not
moment.
even princess.
Yeah.
She's all that.
Yep. Take off the overalls.
Yeah, the overalls are gone now.
Perfect.
Have you guys ever seen another teen movie where they do that? It's like, how about that chick with
Yep.
the hunch?
I'm a genius.
Not a ponytail. Anyway, so yeah, so you let her hair down, you straighten it out, you comb it through, like, you know, tons of sand falls onto the floor. And you sort of take your time with your disguise kit, applying makeup and rouge and such to her face, trying giving her appearance of a softer and a sort of paler skin color, to make it look like she hasn't been wandering out in the wastes for days on end, sleeping in a tent with two smelly guys. And yeah, you're able to dress her up fairly well. Go ahead and roll me a let's see here. What kind of stat would this be? I'll let you choose whatever you want. Just roll it with proficiency.
Do Constitution.
Probably like charisma
Yeah.
or like intelligence or something.
We'll do it as one of these rolls because that's everything that matters.
All right. Yeah. You're able to dress her up, and she looks like a totally different person. There's also a sequence that is like Princess Bride where you teach her how to walk, in heels. And it's,
Except she has a limp when she attempts to follow the walk because
Yeah.
I also have a limp.
so it's really weird, but it's
They'll never recognize that walk.
it's a sexy limp.
Completely unique. Yes.
You look even more like someone they can prey upon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gimpy,
my God.
Gimpy. Gimpy
Gimpy
person.
princess. Yes, exactly. Perfect.
The gimpiest princess coming soon.
Correct.
Coming soon to a fucking ghetto near
That's
you.
right. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys go ahead and do the shenaniganry. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Any part of your plan or anything?
No, I mean I'm gonna use one of my arm wraps and strap my dagger to my thigh under my dress.
Okay.
So I'm not just like casually wearing it on my hip, because that might be a little suspicious.
It would be.
I'd like to also. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'll also disguise myself to some capacity, like make myself look different.
Yeah. How so?
Like perhaps get like a
We're just
He
still
doesn't-
here.
he doesn't know yet.
I'm slowly coming back.
There
There
you
we
are.
go. Yep.
There
we're
we
good.
go. All right. So I'm sorry. How do you disguise yourself?
I want to like make myself look like an old man with a hunch and cane, you know, like get a long like brown robe basically, and like
Yeah,
Yes.
and missing the other arm this time.
yeah, somehow, yeah. I'm walking backwards, holding my head upside down so that the arm is the other position. Yes. No, not that. Not to that extreme. But
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, I imagine in this world the number of people who only have one arm isn't that small.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So yeah. So you go ahead and dress yourself up in a different way. Let me go ahead and do this here. Go ahead and roll again. See how well you do.
I probably am gonna fucking do shit on my disguise. Oh no. Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah, it's no problem. You do a grand old job of disguising yourself. And you look a bit like an old man. So great job.
Mhm.
But, yeah. So, go ahead and give me an idea of the plan here. Like, how are y'all doing this? Is Milo just gonna be stealthed behind you guys? I'm not.
Well, the
here.
thing is, Milo got the shit beat out of him. They probably aren't even gonna notice him. But yeah, no, he's gonna be some distance away from us, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna be wearing my cloak with a hood,
And a
I'm gonna
mask.
be like, and a mask under the hood. Yeah. No, just the cloak with the hood pulled down, and I'm gonna be sitting in a alley or like on the street, like a dirty begging hobo.
Mm-hmm.
Shasta and I are gonna be like, basically, I'm like her father essentially in this circumstance, and we got like lost in the wrong part of town. That's basically how we're gonna be playing it.
I gotcha.
Milo's gonna get.
We're gonna
mugged.
get mugged by literally everyone in the Warrens. That's the best part. Like, it's not just the
I know.
halflings.
We're gonna have to be like,
Everybody
no,
shows up.
not you. Sorry, we're not looking.
You
for
have
you,
like
sorry."
5 like combat encounters that you have to run through.
Yeah, to get through to.
Yeah.
And we'll go near the area where we got jacked the first time.
So yeah. So that's definitely not a problem. Let me go ahead and do this here. So, ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da-bum. Okay. And over here. And over here. Nope. Yeah. So you guys go to a similar location that you guys got sort of a attempted jack situation earlier. Let me see here. No. There we go. Bang. Alright. One moment. I have to make halflings real quick. Just a few of them.
Rabbits.
Indeed. Wabbits. So let's see here. La-da-dee, la-da-dee, da-da-da-da. Nope. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Alright. So, let's go ahead and change the music.
Smooth Jazz 89.
Yeah, wouldn't that be neat?
Would be neat.
Alright. So. So you guys begin to wander down the streets, the two of you. Milo, go ahead and roll me like a stealth check,
Mm-hmm.
which is your specialty.
It is my speciality.
Yeah, it could be worse. It's above average. So.
Yeah, but it's not great for career criminals. They tend to be pretty keen to what's going on.
I'm a paladin.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and do this here. So there's that, and then there's this. Boop. Alright. Alright. So, as you guys are wandering through the streets, Milo keeping his distance, as he was told to. Let's see, how many again? That many.
20.
That would be a lot. I'd be with it. But so as this is happening, you guys are making your way through. You guys get that sensation, that feeling that eyes are upon you. When first Milo, a pair of halflings, cut in front of you down one of the alleyways after Valdir and Trassa have turned down it and cut you off. The two of them are standing there. You can see that they've pulled blades. One of them, a pair of daggers. The other one, a scimitar and a dagger. Let's see here. There we go. And they say, everybody go ahead and take off your headset for a second while I talk to Milo. So, one says, the one with the scimitar says, not this one. This one's ours.
What do you mean?
They point behind them down the alleyway. We were following them, yes. They are ours. We take their things. If you want the woman, we will leave her for you.
Gonna sit back and fold my arms and think it over for a second. All right. They're yours.
They back away. You go that way. And they point towards the opposite direction.
I go that way.
Okay.
Turn and leave.
Alright.
Thumbs.
Go ahead and give them a thumbs up.
Thummies.
That's right. I don't know if Erin's with us because she's a horse.
Erin. Aaron, you a horse.
Yeah, that's correct.
Why? Yeah, you're not a horse anymore.
So,
Oh, you're a horse again.
Aaron, are you with us?
God,
All right. Well,
I'm still here.
go ahead and take off your headset, Dan.
Yep.
So you,
Dan's dead
yeah,
now.
he's dead now. He's rolling a new character. But while he does that, you guys are walking down the street, and a pair of halflings step in front of you. And then you hear footsteps as a halfling has stepped behind you as well.
Yes.
Give us your things.
But I don't understand. What is this?
Two of the halflings part that were talking to you, and the third one walks forward. He's got a scimitar and a blade. He looks at the two of you. And he stabs Faldir. So let me go ahead and...
That's fair.
Well, they're not known for their diplomacy.
That's true.
Um,
Yeah, I should have just shouted now. That was my other thought.
so that...
Yeah, that'll hit.
hits.
That'll hit.
5 slashing.
That's
That's
alright.
no big deal.
This guy's a bitch.
Yeah.
That's no damage.
And, yeah.
And now I think I cast off the ruse, probably.
Yeah, the ruse is probably done.
Mhm.
You can hear footsteps coming from the alleyway where you guys had turned down from, where Milo was hanging out.
Yeah. If I turn to look over my shoulder, do I see Milo there?
No.
good.
You
That's
see a
good.
pair of halflings, so 2 more closing in
Alright.
on you. And we will now wait for our good buddy to return.
Daniel.
That's his name. Dan the
Daniel.
man. So how you guys doing?
I'm
Good.
doing pretty good. I've
I'm
been
like
looking-
so pleased that Strasza is not a scruffy street rat right now,
Mhm.
and actually looks somewhat put together.
That's right. You actually
I've been
look
trying
quite
to come
lovely. Yeah, go ahead and give a
with an
thumbs up for
appropriate
Dan. So, do you shout anything, Faldir, as you're stabbed?
Now.
Yeah. So,
Also, ow.
as you're backing away, Milo, you hear a shout. Now! From Faldir.
Now, but more ow than
Yeah.
Now, ow!
And,
yeah.
so, by the way, it doesn't look
Oh,
this
we
nice.
have a muffin.
But, yeah. So that's where you guys are. I don't know
Cool.
what Milo's plan was, but anyway. That's where you are now.
Oh wow, he is a non-zero distance away from us.
I got your
It's like-
back.
Are we? God, I don't know why my camera keeps turning off. I promise I'm not hitting the button.
Anyway,
It's just being
Go ahead and roll initiative, everybody.
initiative.
Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Doop. Bag. I always roll great.
You do. Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't have a fucking 2d8. and
What's your
murderous
dex
damage.
modifier, Faldir?
+4.
You get to go next after being stabbed.
Hooray.
You mean it's my turn now? Is
It's
that
your turn
what
now.
you're saying?
It's his turn again
Yeah.
next, so.
That's good. That's good. I'm okay with that because I'm gonna produce a pouch that I had hidden pretty much very near my hand because I had anticipated such a thing occurring.
I thought I might
And I'm
be
gonna
stabbed.
cast. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was in the cards, and I'm gonna cast fear on these 3 assholes directly in front of us.
Okay, absolutely. So what do I have to roll? Is it a wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay. 1. So 1 is a feared.
Mhm.
The other one
Is
is
really
also
a feared.
So it is their turn. So now they have to run, correct?
Yes, and they also drop whatever they're holding.
Okay. So one of them drops his scimitar and his dagger, and he begins to run. The other two, I will say, I'll be nice and say they pulled their blades, and so they dropped them as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do they have to use double move? I don't know.
Yeah, they have to
Yeah,
dash.
4, 5, 6. All right. And I assume, does he get to roll again whenever he leaves line of sight?
Yeah, at the end of his turn, whenever he doesn't have line of sight, he gets to roll a wisdom
Alright.
save.
So
That's-
he rolled
that's-
it, and then this guy's gonna run. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And he will go ahead and roll his wisdom save. All right.
Still spooked.
This guy's gonna look around a bit confused, but
Mhm.
he's not worried. He's got his buddies coming, so these two guys are gonna close in. The one behind you, Shross, is gonna try to grab you. So go ahead and make athletics contest, so you can do that.
It shouldn't have been an advantage, but
Okay.
You break both his
But
arms.
he does not grab you. But this other one is going to go step forward and stab at you, my good friend, Faldir.
Mhm.
He's going to miss. But these guys are going to come around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Trust, have you grabbed your dagger from your hip?
yeah.
Okay. Well, this guy doesn't like what he sees going on with you grabbing daggers and shit. So he's gonna go ahead and just decide to stab you with his scimitar. And he's gonna miss. And then he's gonna try and stab you with his dagger. And is 13 hit? Okay.
No.
The other one's gonna close the distance, but that's it. And it is now your turn, Tressa.
Okay. The big guy.
Yeah.
I'm give him a punch and then a stab.
Okay.
Punch. Stab.
That's a hit. They are both hits.
Punch. Stab.
It does not care for either of those things. And it is now your turn, Milo. You saw them dart off. You heard a scream and some more screams and them darting off down the alleyway.
I have a quick question. Shouldn't Trost's dagger be a +1 to damage because it's metal now?
And a hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just never changed it.
It's a -1 to damage. That's what I noticed.
So add 2 to that.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay, so I take the dash, I enrage Shifai,
Yeah.
and get to there.
Alright. Faldir.
Screaming the whole while.
So I look at this situation. I look at everything around me here, and I feel like there is a way that this situation could be improved.
Yeah. As if one of them was a
But
slime.
first, I want to look around and make sure that there aren't a bunch of civilians hanging out like last time.
Yeah. You don't. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's good. I'm sure that'll go stellar.
It should. I don't know why it wouldn't.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't see any.
Oh yeah,
So, it's basically 100%
Cool.
golden.
yeah, I agree with this. So this guy in front of me who just tried to stab me and did not succeed.
Yeah.
I'm going to reach out with my knotted rope, and I'm gonna slime him
Okay.
up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit him.
I'm gonna do that at 3rd level,
Okay.
and roll a d20.
Okay. Alright, one moment.
28 damage.
Let me see here. So he's going to go ahead and die.
Mhm.
And poof, a slime appears. So it is now the other guy's turn. At this point, the other guys return, looking very confused. And they seem almost slack-jawed as they turn the corner and see their friend turned into slime.
Mhm.
And let me go ahead and see here.
Wait, didn't I thought this dude failed his save. He got a 10.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
Sorry. Well, he's
Yeah.
still running off in the distance time. The other halflings are a bit stunned, looking around at what they had just seen as Faldir had pulled his hand, running it along the strings. Slime dripping down from it. And you see the sort of what seemed to be the man with the scimitars and the dagger. He shouts out, "Stop! This is the slime man." The other two halflings stop. Milo, are you still hurtling towards them, or do you?
Milo just cannonballs into them.
Just blood sprays everywhere.
I mean, we
I
only
see-
need one of them.
If I see them back off and stop, I will stop my charge here.
Okay. Faldir, Shrasa, do you guys stop as well? They kind of lower their blades a bit.
I'm gonna keep my dagger in my hand, but I'm not gonna actively stab anyone.
Right. I look at them, all the three of them next to me, and I'm just I'm glad to see you've heard of me. So, I have heard that you ruin creepers have found yourselves in the possession of a great beast of sorts, and I wish to test my strength against it.
They say you are strong, slime man.
Yes.
Come, we take you to Big Boss. The others sheathe their blades. Slime man, you may bring the rest as well. They point to the other two.
Good.
And we'll go ahead and pick up there next week.
Good stuff.
So
All
shit.
according to plan.
Yeah, perfect.
That actually, for once,
Was not at all the plan.
Sort
What
of.
are you talking about?
That was not at all the plan. Yeah, exactly. That was
What
my
a-
joke.
This is probably bad, really.
Mhm.
Remember Dennis
Yeah.
saying that this was not like their big boss guy, the
I
guy
mean-
who fucked me up.
I'm pretty sure the second they turn to take us to Big Boss Guy, first of all, that Big Boss Guy is dead. The one that fucked you up is a slime now.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's just fine, but that's what I mean. Dennis said, oh yeah, he's just like a regular guy. So like the big boss guy is probably like
never know.
even meaner.
Well, I'm pretty sure once they turn around to lead us to Big Boss Guy, I'm probably just gonna try and